The story begins with Eva arriving in Southport for her friend Danica's engagement party. She's about to meet her high school boyfriend, Milo. Before heading out, she's standing in front of the mirror, trying to decide what dress to wear for the party. In the next scene, Eva is with Danica. They're talking about how Danica's astrologer told her that her life is about to change. Meanwhile, Milo and Teddy are chatting together as well. The engagement happens, and everyone is happy for Danica and Teddy. Later that night, the four of them are hanging out when Milo says, "It's the 4th of July. Let's go for a drive." They all head to the car. Danica insists on driving. That's when they run into an old high school friend, Stevie, who's working nearby. They start talking and remember how Stevie's father ran off with her college fund, leaving her unable to study. She ended up going to rehab. They convince her to join them for the drive, and after some hesitation, she agrees. On the road, Teddy scares Danica by pretending someone's in front of the car, but it's just a joke. Fireworks light up the sky, and Teddy gets overly excited. He runs into the middle of the road. A car comes speeding toward him. Everyone shouts for him to move, and Milo pushes him out of the way. But then another car comes. Teddy, standing in the middle of the road, loses balance, and the car crashes near the edge. The vehicle hangs dangerously off the side. The driver is still alive. They try to pull the car back, but it slips and crashes into the ocean. Eva wants to call the police, but Stevie panics, scared of getting dragged into a criminal case. Teddy lies to everyone, saying he already called the cops, and tells them to go home. He promises his dad will handle everything. Stevie and Eva want to stay, but Teddy convinces them to leave. On the way, they all decide not to tell anyone what happened. 1 year later, Eva is on her way to Danica's bridal shower. On the plane, she meets a girl named Tyler, who also happens to be heading to Southport. Eva offers her a ride. Milo asks Tyler why she's going there, and Tyler explains that she's a true crime podcaster. She's doing an episode about the accident that happened on July 4th. Eva and Milo arrive at the shower, where Eva is shocked to see Stevie again. Danica tells Eva that Stevie is now one of her closest friends. Later, while Danica is opening gifts, she finds an unmarked envelope. Inside, there's a letter that reads, "I know what you did last summer." Danica freezes for a moment but plays it cool when Eva asks her about it. Just then, Danica's fiancé shows up, but it's not Teddy. Danica reveals she broke up with Teddy and is now with Wyatt. She suspects the letter came from Teddy. Eva, Milo, and Stevie visit Teddy at his boathouse and show him the letter. Teddy denies sending it, saying he already has enough problems with his father. He asks them to leave. That night, Danica feels like someone is watching her. Wyatt shows up and promises he'll never leave her. Later, while Danica is meditating in the bathtub with headphones on, someone attacks Wyatt downstairs with a crossbow. She doesn't hear anything. The killer shoots Wyatt again and then finishes him off with a fisherman's hook. When Danica comes downstairs, she finds Wyatt dead and a bloody message on the wall, "You can't erase the past." The next day, the friends meet at the police station. Police assign a patrol car to watch Danica's house. That night, Eva and Danica share an emotional moment, admitting how the accident had distanced them. Eva promises that things will be okay and that she'll always be by Danica's side. In the morning, the group debates whether the killer is some psycho or someone who actually saw the accident. Milo suggests that maybe Tyler is behind it since her podcast is about the July 4th crash. They discover that similar events also happened back in 1997, but Teddy's father had everything erased from the internet. Meanwhile, Tyler records her podcast in town. Eva meets her, and Tyler takes her to the old Bayside house, telling her it was the fisherman killer's favorite spot back in 1997. She also talks about Julie James. Eva grows suspicious and messages the group, saying she thinks Tyler is the killer. Suddenly, the real killer shows up, and it's not Tyler. Eva fights back and manages to cut the killer with a knife but gets trapped in a cage. The killer chases Tyler. Eva escapes just in time to see Stevie arrive. But before help can come, the killer murders Tyler and hangs her body outside the building for everyone to see. Police and ambulances arrive, but it's too late. Later, Eva seeks out Julie, the survivor from 1997, and asks for help. Julie warns her that if history is repeating itself, the killer is tied to the boy who died in the accident. She tells Eva that nobody in Southport will help. If they want to survive, they'll have to find the killer and stop him themselves. At a community meeting, Chief Grant dismisses everything, saying Tyler was mentally unstable and killed herself. Eva speaks up, insisting she was attacked by the fisherman killer at Bayside House. Just then, Ray, the other survivor from 1997 and Stevie's boss, shows up. But Grant doesn't believe him either and tells everyone to stick close to Pastor Judah's church. The group meets with Ray and learns that Julie was his ex-wife. Ray advises them to trace the car involved in the accident. They discover it belonged to Pastor Judah. Meanwhile, Teddy and Danny visit a cemetery, where they find Sam Cooper's grave, the boy who died in the crash. Fresh flowers are placed there. They ask the guard to check CCTV footage, but before he can, the killer murders him too. Later, Danica narrowly escapes another attack but is saved by Teddy. At Julie's house, her CCTV camera detects motion. It's Ray, demanding to know what she told Eva. Both of their phones ring. It's Ava and Stevie. All 5 friends gather at Danica's house. Stevie leaves for work, while Eva and Milo sneak into the guest room. They grow closer, but when things heat up, Eva pushes Milo away. Embarrassed, he heads outside to grab his phone charger from the car, but the gate won't open. As he takes another way in, the killer ambushes him, strangling him with a rope until he suffocates. The killer hides Milo's body inside his own car. Eva later tries to reach Milo but gets no answer. The next day, Eva and Danica visit Pastor Judah. Danica sneaks into his office and discovers a photo of Judah with Sam Cooper. Suddenly, Judah appears, and Danica hides in the closet before escaping. They rush to the police, but Chief Grant locks them up instead. Elsewhere, Teddy relaxes in a steam bath when the words "You're next" appear on the glass. Later at home, the killer attacks him. Teddy staggers outside, bleeding, calling for help. His father, Grant, hears the commotion and rushes out, only for the killer to stab him too. Danica later dreams of Helen Shivers, one of the 1997 victims, who blames her for Wyatt's death. Helen transforms into a ghostly figure, jolting Danica awake. Soon after, the police release her. Outside, Danica and Eva find Teddy and his father's bodies hanging in the middle of the road. Ray urges them to run. They discover Milo's car. When Eva opens the door, Milo's corpse falls out. Horrified, they flee using Teddy's boat. But the killer is already on board. He unmasks himself. It's Stevie. She reveals that Sam Cooper had been her boyfriend. He was following them that night in Judah's car, but the accident killed him. When she found out, she swore revenge. Danica fights back, and Eva calls Ray for help. Ray arrives and tries to calm Stevie down. But Stevie kills Danica with her hook, pushing her into the water. Ray then shoots Stevie, and she falls overboard. Eva calls Julie to explain, but Julie grows suspicious. As Julie rushes to Eva, Eva notices a scar on Ray's arm, the same mark she gave the killer when she stabbed him earlier. She realizes Ray was involved too. She runs, but Ray catches her. Julie arrives to find Eva stabbed in the back. Ray confesses that Stevie had asked for his help. To him, it was the only way to deal with what happened in 1997. He planned to frame Julie for everything, making it look like she never moved on from the past. But before he can finish, Eva fires a crossbow into Ray, killing him. In the final scene, Danica is revealed to be alive, standing on the shore. She reunites with Eva at the hospital. The two share dinner together. But Eva whispers something chilling to Danica: Stevie is still alive. And that's where the movie ends. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.